everyday cowboy with a new direction, making my way up a narrow trail. I've dodged the rock slides, climbed out of canyons where careless riders falter and fail. I rode the wide trail where the herd had traveled, where the grass was lush green and stirrup high. But the wide trail leads to a sun-baked desert where the heat will scorch you and the river's dry. Someday I'll hear the trail boss calling, hitch my old pony to the gatepost rail, and I'll be part of that last great roundup if I stay true to the narrow trail. I once was lured down a deep dark canyon by a whiskey bottle and a harlot's smile. I didn't wake up till I reached rock bottom. The climb to the top was the longest mile. Someday I'll ride through those wide green pastures where truth and kindness and love prevail. It's there I'll meet with my old compadres who like me have stayed to the narrow trail. Someday I'll hear the trail boss calling, hitch my old pony to the gatepost rail, and I'll be part of that last great roundup if I stay true to the narrow trail. Someday I'll hear the trail boss calling, hitch my old pony to the gatepost rail, and I'll be part of that last great roundup if I stay true to the narrow trail. And I'm sticking to the narrow trail. Finds me out along the Great Divide. I stop and watch the prairie come alive. A red-tailed hawk is screaming as he circles through the sky. I hear the cattle bawling in the drive, and I saddle up my pony in the light of early dawn, and I ride the lonesome prairie till the daylight is all gone. I roll out my bed to a coyote's lullaby, close my eyes and dream beneath a wide West Texas sky. If you don't know the saddle, I can't make you understand. There's no use for me to even try, 'cause every single cowboy knows how good the leather feels, and I don't find a need to testify. So I saddle up my pony in the light of early dawn, and I ride the lonesome prairie till the daylight is all gone. I roll out my bed to a coyote lullaby, close my eyes and dream beneath a wide West Texas sky. When my ride is over, my final race is run. Plant me so I face the morning sky. Let my spirit join the red-tailed hawk and circle down the wind. That way I know this cowboy's soul won't die. And I'll saddle up my pony in the light of early dawn, and I'll ride the lonesome prairie till the daylight is all gone. I roll out my bed to a coyote lullaby. Close my eyes and dream beneath the wide West Texas sky. I'll stop and count my blessings neath the wide West Texas sky. We're way up high in Sierra Peaks where the yeller pine grows tall. Sandy Bob and Buster Jiggs had a roundup camp last fall. Took some horses and running irons and maybe a dog or two. They swore they'd brand all the long-eared calves that come within their view. Now any old doggy that flapped long ears and didn't brush up by day got his long ears whittled and his old hide scorched in a most artistic way. Said Sandy Bob to Buster Jiggs as he throwed his seagull down, "Well, I'm sick of the smell of burning hair and I allows I'm a-going to town." Well, he saddled up and they hit him a lope, for it wasn't much of a ride. Them was the days when an old cowpoke could oil up his whole inside. They start her out at Kentucky Bar at the head of the Whiskey Row. They winds her up at the depot house some 40 drinks below. Well, he set 'em up and they turned them around and starts her the other way. And to tell you the God-forsaken truth, them boys got drunk that day. They was a-riding back to camp and packing a pretty good load. Who should they meet but the devil himself come prancing down the road. Says he, "You ornery cowboy skunks, you better hunt your hoes, 'cause I've come up from hell's rim rock to gather in your souls." Says Sandy Bob, "Old devil be damned, we boys is a kind of tight. You ain't gonna gather no cowboy souls without one hell of a fight." So Sandy Bob punched a hole in his rope and he swung her straight and true. And he lapped it on to the devil's horns and taking his dallies too. Now Buster Jiggs was a riata man with his gut line coiled up neat. So he shakes her out and he builds him a loop and lassos the devil's hind feet. Oh, they stretched him out and they tailed him down while the irons was a-getting hot. Well, they cropped and swallered, forked his ears and then branded him up a lot. They pruned him up with a dehorn and saw and knotted his tail for a joke. And they rode off and left him there necked up to a blackjack oak. If you're ever up high in the Sierra Peaks and you hear one hell of a wail, you'll know it's just that devil yelling about the knots tied in his tail.